What's up, world? It's your boy Lightning, and you have just entered the dungeon.
Yeah!
Yeah, baby, let's go!
Let's go!
Goblin Slayer. The Goblin. Goblin Slayer. I said the Goblin. Goblin Slayer.
Yeah. Oh man, what were we talking about again?
The direction media is going.
Oh dude, oh my god. I have a perfect example, right? Horror movies, man.
Horror movies.
I do not like modern day horror movies anymore. I do not.
They're pretty bad.
Yeah.
I don't even watch horror movies because they're not scary. You already know when the pop scare is gonna happen. The writing is horrible. You can like the way they write stuff now, everything's too anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm older now, so a lot of the older movies, of course, now it's like whatever. But back then, they really was jump scares. They really was like, you watch Elm Street, any one of them, from 1 to about 8.
There's more than 8 of those movies? That's
Yes,
crazy.
yeah, there's like 13. But you watch from 1 to 8, man.
That's crazy.
And it was good. After that, like even Freddy versus Jason, like it's not even scary. Jason, and you saw him coming. That was some scary shit, bro. Turn the lights off and see what happened. You're not about to be in the house by yourself. Now you can watch any movie. Damien, freaking all those movies, Lights Off, Pitch Black. You know what I'm saying? Even in the stormy night, and not be scared of these movies they're coming out with today.
Exactly, I agree. They're just so predictable.
Yeah.
And like they're just so badly written. The whole thing, they rely on loud noises and jump scares only.
Yeah.
This is-
all of it. That's what it is.
This is about to make the biggest point. You normally would take a girl or your date. Let's just say that. You normally would take your date to see a scary movie. It's not even possible anymore because they ain't scaring nobody. The purpose of doing it was so she could jump into your arms. That's not happening because they're not giving the scare effect.
Damn, Matt.
They're not giving the scare effect.
Old school dating tips,
I-
by the way.
I
101.
will be honest, my girlfriend and I went to a scary movie recently, and we laughed the whole time.
Like,
Exactly.
It was a comedy.
if you bring your date to a scary movie,
It's a
your
comedy.
intention is to bring them there. That way you can get the slick cuddles.
Exactly.
The slick hold my arm, lay your head on my shoulder. You know, now we're in a hug.
Yeah.
But you don't get that now because I'm laughing at somebody getting,
Their guts written
Slaughtered.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. And it definitely is one of those things where, like, I think a lot of the older movies, a lot of the classical, like, hacker, like, slasher movies, I've never really been a big fan of those, but, like, I love suspense thrillers, like Alien. You guys ever seen Alien before?
Alien is good.
I love Ridley Scott's Alien series.
Predator,
It-
great.
That's actually good, suspenseful horror movies. I like those. And it's so good. I love the whole series of it, too. Even
It's
Aliens.
a thriller.
It's good.
It's action. It's a horror. You know, it has all the right mechanics that it needs in order to, number one, pull the audience in and keep everybody engaged, keep you on your toes, keep you sweating, nervous, anxious. The anxiety is rising.
Like I'm
We don't
sweating
get
right
that
now.
anymore. Yes.
Exactly.
We need to be sweating
Yeah.
for horror movies like we sweat right now.
Exactly.
In
I
the
agree.
dungeon. Right here.
Exactly.
Yeah, and back to Alien. That movie wasn't made like in 78, 79. And like it's just so crazy to see all this beautiful, like, it's art. It really is art. A lot of movies can be art. That is art.
They actually was art because they actually back then they actually had to create their props. They
Mhm.
actually had to get engineers out there to mechanically put together all of their props, all of their like monsters and stuff because
Yep.
the CGI back then, like they don't have Unreal Engine 5 now where they can create the backdrop for you anymore. Back then, they had to actually
Yes.
bring people with skills. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that all our programmers out there are not skilled. I will never say that. Why? Because I do the same shit. You know, I mess with Unreal Engine 5. I do all that stuff too. So I'm not shitting on nobody. What I'm saying is back then, you had really hands-on engineers creating stuff from scratch. Live in the person where I could touch, put my hands on.
Another good example, Jurassic Park, the first one. A lot of the dinosaurs were animatronically created. They were robots, and they had puppeteers that move parts of them on the screen. That's what the Xenomorph was. The Xenomorph moved so alien and so ridiculously looking and moved weird because it was a person in a suit, and other parts of the body were controlled by people off screen moving parts around. That's what's good about those movies too. You see a lot of the behind the scenes work and
a lot of coordination, a lot of practice, a lot of it's just a lot of stuff. Even with the acting back then, you know, they actually had to learn how to do and be their character instead of, you know, they had what are they called? They get hurt for them. Stunt doubles and stuff like that. But the actor themselves had to have a level of the skills and capabilities that was necessary to be able to perform the acts.
Yep. That's why they're legendary people.
You know,
They're
so yeah.
legendary.
What's this nice?
I
Let me.
I love
But
it.
Yeah, that's how we feel about the direction.
BAM! What's up, you world? It's Bakaraboy Kiss. You're entering the dungeon, baby.